hope I hope you have read the question. Places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another car starts from the place B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? So our goal is to find out the speeds of the two cars. So there are two cars. We are going to call the first car as C1 and the second car as C2. And then we have a road. So I'm going to draw the road, a highway. I'm going to draw the highway like this. It's like a highway. Okay, make it straight. It's a highway. And there are two places in the highway. So the first place is A and the second place on the highway is B. Now the distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. It's given here, 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers. Now C1, the car 1, the first car starts from A and the second car starts from B. Now they are going to travel in the same direction towards the right. So I am assuming that the car 1 travels faster than car 2. Car 2 has a lower speed and car 1 has a higher speed. Now I'm going to take two variables for the speeds. The speed of car 1 is x and the speed of car 2 is y. Now x is greater than y. Car 1 is faster. Now what is said is they both travel in the same direction and they meet because car 1 is faster. So it meets car 2 after some time, even though they start off from two different points. Now we have formulas from physics. Speed equals distance by time. So we get from this distance equals speed into time. Yes. So we have 5 hours given here in the question. So in 5 hours, the car 1 travels a distance. Let us call it D1. Car 1 travels D1 distance. Car 1. I'm going to draw that distance. Okay. Car 1 starts from A and travels a distance D1. This much is D1. Car 1 travels a distance D1 in 5 hours. Now car 2 travels a distance D2. Car 2 travels a distance D2. So I'm going to draw D2 with my line. Car 2 travels a distance starting from B. It travels a distance. Let me draw that with a green color pen. Yes. It travels a distance D2. in 5 hours. So at 5 hours, both the cars meet at this point. Both the cars meet. Both the cars meet at this point. Now, if you look carefully, D1 is greater than D2. So we can think of subtracting D2 from D1. So we get, let me take a white pen, D1 minus D2. And if you look carefully from the 3 lines that you can see, the blue line is the longest line. Then we have D1, which is shorter. Then we have D2, which is shortest. So D1 minus D2 will give you 100 kilometer. You can see that from this diagram picture that I have drawn. So I write D1 minus D2 equals 100. Now we want to remove the words D1 and D2. Instead of D1, what we have to write something else. So we go to the equation, if the formula from physics, the formula of speed and time. So we have D1 equal to distance is equal to speed into time. So D1 is the distance traveled by the first car. So what is the speed of the first car? Speed of the first car is x. Speed of the first car is x. So we write D1 equals x into time. Time is 5 hours. And D2 is y into 5. So D1 is equal to 5x and D2 is equal to 5y. So we can write D1 minus D2 is equal to 5x minus 5y equals 100. So there you have the first equation. And from this equation we can make it even simpler. Divide both sides of the equation by 5. So dividing both sides of the equation by 5. Divide both sides by 5. So you get x minus y equals 20. Next, we go on to the next part of the question, that is, if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? They meet in 1 hour. For this, I take the next page and I draw the same thing one more time. I'm going to make it bigger. So there you have the highway and you have the places A and the place B over here. So place A and B are separated by a distance of 100 kilometers. Now, car 1, first car starts moving in this direction and car 2 starts moving in the other direction. Car 1 is traveling with the speed x and car 2 is traveling with speed y. Definitely they will meet earlier than the first case. So let's assume they meet somewhere over here. They meet within 1 hour. That's the next important thing. So I take red pen. Car 1 reaches the meeting point within 1 hour, and car 2 reaches the meeting point in 1 hour. Definitely, since x is greater than y, that is car 1 is faster than car 2, we have the car 1 will travel a greater distance. So I call this as D1, this is D2. And in this case, we see that D1 plus D2 is 100 kilometer. So I write D1 plus D2 equals 100 kilometer. In the earlier case, we had written D1 minus D2 equals 100. But in this case, it's D1 plus D2 equals 100 kilometer. Now D1 is x times the x 1x, that is 1 hour into x kilometer per hour. Or you can write just 1x, or you can even write x. So D1 equals x plus D2 equals 1 hour into y kilometer per hour. I'm writing 1 here because the total time it takes for them to meet is 1 hour. So they travel only for 1 hour. So that's why I'm writing 1. Now 1y, or I just write y. And then I put equals 100 kilometer. So now we have the second equation. This is the second equation. Now we have the first equation over here. First equation, x minus y equals 20. This is the first equation. So I bring x minus y equals 20. Next page, x minus y equals 20. Now from these two, using substitution method, I can find using elimination method. I would like to find using elimination method. If I add these two equations, the first equation and the second equation, add them both, you get x plus x 2x, y plus negative y equals 0 equals 100 plus 20, 120. Therefore 2x equals 120, x equals 120 divided by 2, which equals 60. Therefore we got x equals 60, and putting that in equation number 1, you get x minus y equals 20, 60 minus y equals 20, y equals negative y equals 20 minus 60, or y equals 60 minus 20 equals 40. Therefore we got x and y. So speed of first car equals x equals 60 kilometer per hour, and speed of second car equals y equals 40 kilometer per hour. And that's the end of this question.